Hey nurses, Andre here, life coach and nurse. When I work with nurses, I know that nurses want to do their best. We are hardworking, we don't give up, we try again, we want what's best for our patients, we want to be the best in our career, and we don't often know that we can feel the best in our career. We don't realize we're experts at communication, but we are, and that means we're experts at feedback, and we are. That's why we're talking about fun with feedback today. I didn't realize I was so good until I started doing this work. I work with nurses on this concept, my process, the culture of one. If we think we need to give feedback, it starts within us first, and then we give it to the world. That comes from knowing our intention, knowing how our mind and body are feeling, and then going to our to-dos or our agenda. So I'm just going to give you this short video to walk you through the process of fun with feedback so that you can communicate in any situation. I'll go ahead and jump right in. Now you can reach out to me with questions and I will give you my contact information. There are no silly worries or questions. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Difficult feedback. How to have less distress with feedback. Isn't this what we all want in our work? Less distress. Distress is a feeling. It comes from what we're thinking. I'm wondering how good you think you are or how seasoned you are at giving feedback. And maybe you're like, I'm great at giving feedback, but it never feels good, or it doesn't get me where I want to go. This is your opportunity to just fine tune. I will never tell you how to be an expert in your field. I will tell you how to be an expert at communicating and giving feedback and knowing how your mind and body are working together. And then you can use that to convey the expert information that you need to convey. Sometimes we have to get a little bit risky with our communication, with our feedback. Sometimes we have to step back when we're feeling a couple different feelings. And so I'm going to ask you to think about the problem, which is difficulty with feedback, in two ways, in three sections here. Mind and body. The mind says they should understand. I drive that right back to myself. One, they shouldn't understand because they aren't the ones giving feedback. And I should take a moment to see what I understand here. Every time I hear my mind offer the word should, I know I shouldn't. I just have to go a little bit deeper. I should know what to do. Of course we shouldn't. We've never been in this situation. We need to take a pause. We need to find out what our body is feeling here. Our body might be feeling confrontation and surprise, like something's really going wrong here. I really need to say something. And sometimes it's emergent and we need to. And sometimes we need to go back to ourselves and say, what do I actually know here? And am I going to ask someone or give someone feedback about something that I want them to do or hear so that I can feel better? And is that what I really want to see happen here? Intention. Intention is everything in my world. It's what drives the results we create in our life. Intention drives our feeling, and then it drives our agenda, which is our to-dos. And our to-dos are what end up driving our lives. But it starts with our intention. What we are thinking, what we want to see happen here comes from our intention. Intention drives our agenda. The things that we do, we might not know now that everything we're doing is coming from our intention. You can think about this even today as you're driving to work. What's your intention for your shift? Do you want to have connection? Do you want to be sharing? Do you want to make an impact? Do you want to give desired patient care? Those might be your intentions for the day. And I want you to notice those. Agenda, the action or steps we will take. Sometimes what we want others to do so we can feel better. Our agenda comes from our intention. And I'm always going to ask you to start all feedback inside you first. If it's emergent, then your body knows, right? You know when it's an emergency situation because nurses will say, well, I don't have time to start with myself. Absolutely, you always do. If it's an emergency, you will know. Now, how good are you at feedback? Scale to 1 to 10. Go ahead and score yourself. Here are a couple things to be mindful of. Words that are true are words someone say. Words that we hear that we think mean something to us or to someone else that are the same are, they are struggling, they're having a bad day. Those are always things to check in with ourselves first. Mind and body, intention, and agenda. I hope that you've enjoyed looking at this slide, and I'll see you in a few minutes.